everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back. This is now a Omegaverse stream. No, welcome
really
back. Welcome back to the Tabletop Tavern. My name is Jenny. My pronouns are she, her. I will be your game master now and forever, so get used to it. With me today, and also as usual, but not always, are my beautiful, wonderful, talented players. I'm going to allow them to introduce themselves, starting with the beautiful, the fabulous.
It's me. Hi, everyone. It's Victoria. My pronouns are she, her. Forgive my yawning, for I am asthmatic. And I play Glimmer, whose pronouns are also she, her.
My name is Stacy. My pronouns are she, her, and I'll be playing Tess, Tess, and her pronouns are also she, her.
Hi, I'm Pippin. I play Adrastos, and both of our pronouns are they, them.
Gosh, Pippin was so concise.
No.
Hi, I'm Doe. My pronouns are she, her, and I play Hali, whose pronouns are also she, her.
I'm Cam. My pronouns are they, them, and I play B, whose pronouns are she, they.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Speaking of B, last time we left off, just like the episode before this, I'm sensing a pattern.
No, it's not a pattern.
B was in dire straits. The party was in a 2007 Honda Odyssey driving through the post-apocalyptic nuclear desert of an unnamed continent in search of what Glimmer, not flirt, Glimmer referred to as no man's oasis. The party drove straight into a sandstorm, which did a significant amount of damage to a few of our party members, but no one more so than Tiny Bee and her little mole body. When last we left off, they were lying across the back seat with Adrastos trying to take care of them as Glimmer desperately drove the car through the swirling, biting sand. We're going to begin with a roll from B and a roll from Glimmer. Glimmer, I'm going to need a piloting check.
Yeah.
B, I'm going to need a death saving throw.
Oh, great. Yeah.
That's a 23 on the piloting check.
All right.
16.
So,
saving.
The good news is you both succeeded that check. Glimmer, you are able to sort of feel, just based off of what the road is doing beneath you, where the road stops and the sort of shifting sand of the desert begins, and you're able to continue to steer the car straight, though whether you're going in the direction you came from or the direction you're trying to go is a little bit unclear. B, you succeed that death saving throw. Let's go ahead and enter initiative based off of... well, I was going to do it based off of your last initiative rolls. Yes, based off of your last initiative rolls. So, we all enter initiative. There's no combat happening right now, but just based off of the fact that someone is making death saving throws, we're going to go ahead and start with this. So, Tess, what do you do as this car, again, 2007 Honda Odyssey, absolute fucking banger of a vehicle, drives through the sandstorm? You're sitting in the front seat. You've got like your nose sort of half sticking out of the broken window that Hali smashed through earlier.
By any chance, do I perceive B going down?
Go ahead and roll a perception check with disadvantage.
Okay, disadvantage.
Because you got so many smells to smell.
Oh, that is a nat 1 or crit 1.
Oh, a nat 1.
A crit 1.
Yeah,
honestly,
that's what that is.
Your nose is like full of sand. Your eyes are plastered with sand. You are fully just like, have you ever seen a dog who like has just stuck their face directly into the dirt and they pull their face away and it's just like all up in there?
Oh.
That's
or
what's
like
going on
reverse
right now.
sneezing.
Yeah, you got like eye crusties that are full of like sand. You can't see anything. So what are you gonna do?
I'll tell Glimmer, drive faster.
I'm doing my best, and I have a plan.
And that is all I will do besides stick my face out of the window.
Oh, you continue to stick your face out of the window.
No, I'll stick a little out. No, like back in.
Okay, so
I was like, this is a choice.
You'll pull back a little, like making the dog noise where they're like. Next in initiative order is B. B
think another
I have a
saving
death saving throw.
Cam, your face.
Can we all send good vibes really quickly?
The vibes are going.
Come on, come. Not enough good vibes. That's a 7.
All right, so you're at 1 success and 1 fail.
Yeah.
All right, next in initiative order is Adrastos.
Wonderful. I, luckily, do have a med pack that I could use, but can I use it with limited vision?
Do you need light?
Light would not help, however.
Because I can shed some light.
Is Adrastos, you can give me a DC 20 perception check with disadvantage.
There's also somebody in the backseat with you.
Okay. Perfect. Let me make that first. Is that regular disadvantage or with my exhaustion disadvantage? Is that
it's with your exhaustion.
2 or 3 dice?
Here's the thing. According to Raw.
Yeah, but this is why I'm asking you.
Do you want advantage to stack in the future, everybody?
Yes.
That's up to you.
I will say that if we do it this way, advantage can stack in the future, but not including the help action. Meaning that you can't have multiple help actions, but you could stack like a help action and like a different.
You can't have all 4 other people help.
Yes, exactly.
If we're holding hands,
if disadvantages stack, can we have advantages stack?
That's what I'm saying.
This is what we're discussing.
I do have a rules as written question if we are talking about.
I also wonder. You go,
yes.
And then I have something.
So I have maneuvers that can basically spread my knowledge. It's called Sage Advice, and give people advantage or to add. I think it can give people advantage on certain things if I tell them a plan beforehand. I think it's spending like a minute or 10 minutes. With that stack.
Yes.
Okay.
That would stack because that's a special ability, but not the help action.
Okay, got it.
Then
sounds very help action, so
I mean, but like it's. I would say that it is because it is an ability or a maneuver. It is separate from the help action, so I would say that could stack.
It's a big risk, big reward, y'all. Just we have to decide as a group.
So that's my question: is would you guys want it to stack, or do you want to do raw?
I vote fuck it for the plot. Let's do it.
I'm playing gambler this time. I'm okay with it.
I just have a lot of things that could give me advantage and would love if it would stack.
I'm easygoing, besties.
My
Fair
abilities
enough.
If it allows it to stack,
I'm not great at the math. I do remember my probabilities. I don't think this is the right decision, but I will say we stack them all.
Wait, Pip. I have an idea. Instead of doing this very difficult hard roll, why don't you try to say something to B and shake their paw?
I can, but I still have to make the roll.
So what
is the roll to perceive or to actually execute on applying?
To be able to see.
To perceive.
Because on top of that, they'll have to roll a medicine check unless.
But you can still feel.
I believe the med pack is just an action, from what I'm reading.
Right, but they need to be able to see in order to heal them.
True, I guess.
I mean, Hallie's just chilling back here.
So my character is canonically almost completely blind.
To clarify the stacking, I will allow you to roll up to 3 dice for advantage or disadvantage. Anything more than that gets ridiculous. Does that sound good?
That's fair.
Okay. So you can have double advantage, but you can't have, say, triple advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or triple disadvantage, because that feels so shitty.
That's so
This is
dark.
what I currently have. Double disadvantage is what I currently have. Okay.
Go ahead and give me that perception check.
Perfect. I will roll three of them because roll 20 does not have double disadvantage.
That's because roll 20 is fucking cowards. I lied. Please sponsor us.
I also
11.
Okay. With an 11, that's not a 20. You cannot discern where
that double disadvantage fucked us.
Where these injuries are. Yeah, Pippin did roll a 22, 23, and 11, which
this is the darkest timeline.
I did say I didn't think it was the right call, but we're doing it.
You know what? Pippin warned us.
Can I at least see enough to find it in my pack?
I would say you can feel in your pack what the med kit is, and you can pull it out.
Perfect. I will at least pull it out, and I will now, having realized I can see jack shit, call out to Hali, and ask, like, can you see where I am? Can you see what I have?
Yeah.
And I like sort of make a motion as in like I cannot, and sort of hold it out just in front of me because I don't know where you are.
Yeah, your corneas are like scratched to hell.
Yeah.
You can feel every time you
Yeah.
like blink, you can feel grains of sand scratching.
I'm
against
actively
your
like
eyelids.
resisting, like rubbing my eyes or trying to clean it out, knowing that it's just going to make it worse, but I will just be holding it out. I'm like, B needs help. Do you know how to use this?
Hallie's gonna take the med kit and be like, do you want me to like blow on your eyes? No, never mind. And then
next in initiative is Glimmer.
Okay. Yo. So you're telling me light wouldn't help?
No, Glimmer,
Okay.
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Insight. Dupe. Okay, what the fuck is my okay.
I feel like you have a very important job, and that is driving.
That's a dirty 20.
So Glimmer, first of all, player Vic, mechanically,
Light's not gonna help.
driving consumes an action.
Yeah, I figured.
So, however, you can use your action while driving to do several things.
Mm-hmm.
You can slow down, you can fucking floor it, or you can cruise. So, if you want to, you can keep going the speed that you're going. You can attempt to accelerate the car, which will take a piloting check, or you can slow down.
On a 20 insight, what are the vibes?
I mean, you can't see the edge of the storm.
Yeah.
You know that accelerating will get you where you're going sooner. The vibes are, you're in a sandstorm. There's no way that you can't even see Tess beside you. Like, you can barely make out the steering wheel.
We just got to get out.
Like, that's kind of where your head's at, is like,
Okay.
This is an emergent situation.
Then I'm going to floor it.
All right, let's have a piloting check.
Right after I told you to.
That's a 21.
With a 21, you are able to
I
accelerate.
got a plus 10, baby.
And it's going to
For piloting?
Yeah.
cut down on the time that it takes you to get there. Meaning that if you had to guess, and you are not a betting woman, you are not Tess. However, if Tess had to guess and then inform you, you would assume that you can get to your destination in the next 15 minutes. You've been driving for a while.
Okay.
Next in initiative is Hali.
Okay. Hali is going to try and move B. So, like we talked about previously on how a Hodacy looks, there's like those two seats in the middle.
I'm so sorry. Did you just say a Hodacy?
It's
Yeah.
the Hodacy.
It's the 2007 Hodacy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Also hot.
Hodacy.
Hodacy.
We're all adults.
I can't believe I said that on the internet.
I know.
We have careers.
So you.
Professionals. Anyways, I'm gonna take B and lift her up and try and place her kind of on the bench in the back with me, but behind one of the seats so that there might be less sand coming towards them, because the two windows that are broken are the two in the front and we in the back of this Hodacy. Just, brain things.
Let me do a quick roll.
Okay.
Sure, that works.
Thank you, GM. Oh, merciful GM. And then I'm going to attempt to use this med kit on B.
I can
Is
read.
it
I have
like-
it pulled up. I can read it to you if you'd like.
Yeah, what is it?
Yes.
How do I interact with this?
It's like an
It is a
EpiPen.
quick acting
I
syringe
don't actually know.
filled with health, let's just say.
Oh, it is an
As
EpiPen.
an action, you can use this med pack to restore hit points to a beast or humanoid within 5 feet. You roll, B would roll 1 die equal to your hit die, and it's those points plus your con.
Okay.
Yep.
So
It's
then,
fully an EpiPen.
so then once Hali has B
Blue
like
to the
in
sky, orange to the thigh,
in
baby.
the back
Hey,
bench, she's gonna like lift the med pack and kind of squint down like, I've never administered this to a mole. And then kind of like,
You know what? Actually, Hali, as you think that, go ahead and give me a medicine check. This will not affect whether or not it works, but it will
Okay.
affect how good you are at administering it.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's about the
how big of a
vibes.
bruise or something B has when they wake up.
I'm ready.
A 7.
Out of
That's
20?
not great.
Out of what?
20?
Yes.
Yes, I rolled it in roll 20. Do you not see the sad 7?
I was busy looking at a mole anatomy chart. So the thing about moles is that they're
Specifically
kind
a
of
star-nosed mole.
They're just kind of this.
Round.
Star nose mole anatomy.
Get it right. Get it right.
Yeah, if we're going specific, we're going
Mole.
specific.
So like moles are kind of, they're just like tubes with like feet and hands.
Well,
And
most,
I feel like I
I
should
think
be
most
offended.
mammals are.
So
You're describing mammals.
you look at this tiny creature in front of you, you're holding this med pack, and you just like, first of all, you say you've never administered this to a mole before. The truth of the matter is you've never administered a med pack before. You're usually the one doing the fucking murdering and not the bringing back from almost being murdered.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm a hardy beetle bitch.
Can I talk her? I still have like my bonus action from last time. Can I talk her through some of it?
Yeah, so you look over and Hali has like this thing straight up like 3 feet in the air.
I see the
above you.
shadow. I see lights and shadows. I see the shadow.
Well, like, here comes Hali!
I imagine Hali, all 4 of Hallie's arms are like raised too. Like,
Oh my god!
No.
And, like 2 of them gripping onto
she's
B and
like
2 of them on
starfishing. Yeah.
Like a pile drive.
Oh my god.
She does nothing with
Be
grace.
a
WWE
guys.
me back
Be a
into life.
Like dragging them, just full, like giving them the chair back into the land of the living.
Oh fuck, that's funny. Oh my god.
All right. Well, any last words, Adrastos?
I don't know. I go like I don't know. I'm trying to think what would be the. Now I'm on mole anatomy, but I'm just like I'll just say thigh. We went with an epinephrine injector, so let's go with thigh.
So, Hali, you look down, nothing looks like a thigh to you. It's all just feet and tube body and little star nose. And you
visually like
Can
bisect.
I feel B and like guide one of
no, absolutely
Oh.
not. With the 11, you have no fucking clue. Also, Hali just moved bees.
So I'll be patting around where B used to be.
Right as Hali goes and administers this shot directly into B's like sort of abdomen, just total failure.
Ouch.
You go to put it down and then your wrist like twists. And, and part of the reason why your wrist twists is that Adrastos just manages to like grab you by the shoulders. But you go ahead and roll a hit dice and then add your con modifier and pop back up.
Just so
Oh,
that you
thank
didn't
God.
administer the epinephrine
haven't-
straight to the
okay.
heart.
That's
I-
where I was like,
I completely lost what my hit dice.
I think you're a D8.
I think I'm a.
One moment.
I feel like
You
Hali
are a
takes
D8.
out the
A
EpiPen
D8,
and just
okay.
like pats B's like
Cool.
abdomen, like they're there.
Yeah.
They're there. They're there.
That is a 5 plus my con for a 8.
Awesome. You pop back up with 8 hit points in a car full of swirling dust. Of course, you can't really see the dust. You're pretty much blind to begin with. However, you can feel it grating against your eyes. And you can feel as we're going to exit initiative now. Glimmer, give me one last piloting check.
Yeah. That one is not as great. It's an 18.
You pass through the storm eventually and emerge on the other side in a brilliant sunny landscape. Surrounding you are these high windswept dunes that sort of give way beneath them to like this sort of blasted looking sandstone, as if something incredibly powerful and violent happened all at once and compacted the stone. You can even see shimmering against these cliffs sheets of glass.
Wow.
Created by the heat of something incredibly powerful.
Oh yeah.
We can
This
use that
oasis is
glass.
fully where the nuke was dropped.
detonating, all at once.
Yeah.
What's up, B?
We could use that glass. I'm sorry.
So
like
the car
might have radiation, but we already have that. So
the car begins to slow, and you stop in front of a strange sort of city emerging from these dunes. At first, it's almost a mirage with this like shimmering heat waves, and then you realize that what you are seeing, those of you who have never been here before, I'm going to say, based off of your backgrounds, Glimmer's been here before, and Tass, you've never been like inside here before, but there are caves sort of within a few miles of here that you are familiar with. Emerging from this mirage, from these heat waves, are sort of this strange, almost castle-like, fortress-like building made of weathered, rusted, sort of warped cargo containers turned on their side, flipped around, upside down. And you can see flutterings. They've sort of been like the lids have been taken off. You can see like tarps fluttering the breeze, covering up one side, but presumably so that you can enter them easily. There's also outside of this building a like sort of flat, again, there's just these sections of sand that are solid glass. And you see on one of these panes of glass, these sort of ancient pumps, in a sense, with little handles sticking off of them. And Glimmer, probably Hali, those of you who have ever ridden a speeder before, you know that these are refueling stations. Because this world might not have water, but it has the one thing mankind has always valued more than that. Gasoline. What do you do?
I mean, I think I think Glimmer probably knows that it's a good idea to refuel and kind of like use the refueling station to, hey team, while I refuel, let's get this sand out. And so I feel like that's probably where she starts. Like, I'll pull up to the refueling station. I'll be like, everyone, I'm gonna put some more gas in the tank. Let's get this sand the fuck out of here.
Tech check.
Tech check?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I might not. The gas might not be compatible, or I have to figure out how to open the tech check. What's my tech? That's a 17.
Okay. This is like, have you ever watched a person from like Oregon or New Jersey try to like pump their own gasoline? And they're just like all standing there trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Glimmer, you park the car, you immediately climb out. And you know that if this is anything like a speeder, gas should go inside of this vehicle.
Yeah.
You're sort of having a hard time figuring it out, and a 17, it's not high enough.
No.
Yes, B.
Sis.
Yes.
I know a little bit more about things.
Do you want to help me?
I will help you.
Okay.
Here, let me.
I was gonna say, do you want to roll, or do you want to give me the tech or the help action? It's up to you.
What's your modifier?
+4.
Wait, I'm gonna roll.
Okay, do it. Yeah, do it then.
Okay, I have a 14 + 5 for a 19.
So close.
You
You get a little bit closer. However, you do get an advantage because Glimmer's helping.
Oh.
I am here like poking at things.
Oh, a 16 + 5 for a 21.
Slay.
All right, a 21. You sort of like, you gently move Glimmer aside with your little hands, with your little claws, and you begin to feel around the car because you don't have great eyesight. You sort of get the vague shapes of things, but eventually your claw clicks into a sort of groove on the side, and you feel a little spot where you can pull.
Like perfect mole height.
You pull, and you feel a little door pop open, and then you get really close, and you can see a sort of screw top that you might be able to unscrew.
I'm gonna like try with my claws. I don't know how effective that'll be, but then I'll go over to Glimmer and kind of tug on her skirt.
Oh, I've been
Say,
standing
"Hey,
beside
hey."
you the whole time.
Oh. I'll feel for you and tug on your skirts. I just like that imagery of
Yeah. Do you
You're
need me to unscrew it?
yes, probably. My claws are quite long, and
I've got you.
It's what Russian.
I was like, I've got a big head and little arms.
I'm very good at crocheting and knitting. I'm
love
very good at that.
So do I need to roll anything to unscrew this, or can I just unscrew it? Okay, cool.
You undo the gas cap, and it comes entirely loose. It just pops all the way off. What do you do with it?
Pocket it probably.
Okay, you shove it in your pocket.
It was on there for a reason. I think Glimmer's smart enough to know. Maybe don't throw that shit away.
Yeah, and you're able to very clearly see that the spigot for the gas goes in the tank. As long as this is the right type of gas, you're golden.
Yeah, we're gonna give it a shot.
Let's see.
All right, so there is a slot or like a little device attached to this gas pump where you can insert a credit chip. It appears that the price per gallon of gas here is going to be 17 credits per gallon.
Okay. And how many gallons does it need?
So I'm going to say that with that 21 tech check, B, you can tell that for a vehicle of this size, probably the tank is 20 gallons. I'm going to say that you used 11 gallons on your way here.
Okay. So I think 17 gallons, that's 17 extra. I'll just put the full 11 gallons in.
All right, go ahead and subtract.
Yeah, it's
187.
Yeah. Okay.
So you insert your credit chip, the tank fills to totality, and then it sort of the pump releases and the handle disengages.
Perfect. I'll kind of like screw the lid back on, thinking like the logical thing to do would be to replace it back the way it was.
You'd think, but guess how many gas caps my ass has lost?
I've never lost a gas cap. You've lost a gas cap?
I drove a 2001 Subaru Forester. It's not like it was attached. I just put it on the roof of my car and then forget about it and drive away.
I've never done that.
I also do that with like portable mugs.
Aren't they attached with the little like?
Mine are usually attached.
Yeah.
Not if you drive an old enough car.
Anyways, I'll
Probably
screw it all back
put
on.
the little thing.
Shut the lid and
look
be like, how's the sand removal going?
So instead of sand removal, shouldn't we fix the windows?
That's not the top priority at the moment. We are in fact at a fueling station.
Tess has kicked open the door, gotten out of the car, and done a full shake.
Oh.
Which I am on the passenger seat. I don't know where the gas is on this Odyssey, but
I think 2007.
We have looked up 2007 Odyssey so many times.
You know, and I hear that the thing is that I have things like it's miles per gallon. I know that like it has a 21-gallon fuel tank. I didn't look up what side the gas is on.
I'm guessing passenger.
I like how that's like the most important thing.
Left rear of the vehicle. It's actually on the driver's side.
Oh, okay, so they are not impacted.
Okay, nice. I'm gonna take 1 second. I'm so sorry I didn't pee before, and I should have.
Okay, go potty.
1 second to Beth.
I'm going to put that in a note.
Everyone, take the opportunity to deep breaths.
I can't believe you lost so many fuel caps.
This is like a real problem. Okay, I'm gonna look this up because I drove a 2001 Subaru Forester.
My 2007 Ford Taurus, I think, is attached, so I never had to deal with that.
2001 Subaru Forester does not have a gas cap attached, and in fact, it is the best-selling part for the 2001 Subaru Forester.
I believe
so
it.
I'm not alone in this.
Why is it not
Once
attached?
you said it wasn't attached, I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
It's some kind of scam.
I had my biopsych professor was like, listen, we need people to test machines and things like this because there's bullshit like this and people don't assume how people live and like how people are.
Yeah. Like ideal use versus typical use.
Yeah. I don't hold the nasty ass like gas cap in my hand.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna put it on the roof of my car and then I'm gonna forget about it because I don't have object permanence because I'm a literal infant.
Yeah, exactly.
Guess what the number one selling replacement part for this 2001 Subaru Forester is, Cam?
Is it the gas cap?
It's the gas cap.
Listen, I'm not surprised, but I'm disappointed.
Okay, and we are back. Okay, so Tess has gotten out of the vehicle, given herself a good shake. What do you guys do? There is this this oasis. It's really more of a trading post. People call it the No Man's Oasis because people who are banned from the oases can travel here. And there is a incredibly prolific source of underground water below this trading post.
Once we clear the sand out, because Glimmer has been here before, is there like a place where people usually park their speeders and then head in?
I mean, honestly, a lot of people just sort of park it in front of the trading post. You can already see there's like a couple of speeders there.
Then that's what we'll do, kind of like not getting in the way of the speeders, like kind of it would probably like maybe, you know, I'm not in front of the general store, but I'm like in the farther end of the parking lot, but I'm still close. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think
so I would say,
Sorry, you go first.
I was just going to say, I'd like to, I can't really do anything until I at least try to get myself to see. Can I do that?
Yeah, absolutely. You're able to, if you want to roll a DC 10 medicine check to like rinse your eyes out with some of the water the bee gave you.
Sure. I will also drink some of it if I succeed.
Can I clock who the richest person is in this trading post?
Well, we haven't walked in yet.
Yeah.
The Rastos, you failed.
It's a 9. Or sorry, 7 with disadvantage.
Can I help?
Yeah, go ahead.
I would say as we're talking, I can probably see you rubbing your eyes.
Yeah, basically helping is just Glimmer holding your wrist to keep it steady as you pour water in your own eyeballs.
That's still a 6. Well, it depends on how you, I still have disadvantage from exhaustion. That's why I don't know how helps in that case.
Can Hali go into this outpost and see if there's like...
Can I just pour the water?
Yeah.
In Adrastos' eyes?
Drink.
Okay, cool.
So we're going to start with Adrastos. You get the water out of your eyes. You can see now.
I can see.
It sounded like Tess wanted to roll to see if they could. So you're not inside yet.
Yeah, so I feel like we're gonna, Glimmer's gonna say, all right, if you all need to get anything, let me know, but I am going to go and talk to my friend, and I will try to get some information of what we're looking for, and I will head back.
Your friend? You have a friend inside the outpost?
That's why we're here.
Oh, I missed that.
Do you need backup?
Can I make my roll?
No,
for
I trust this
nicest
person.
vehicle instead?
Yes.
It's ours.
I was going to suggest that.
Damn.
Roll a perception check.
Glimmer's
22.
gonna head off.
A 22. With a 22, there is a speeder parked in the lot. That is this pristine, black, beautiful, shiny speeder. Someone has taken immaculate care of it. It's got these like gorgeous customizations. It is, by all measures, the nicest speeder you have ever seen, but is also incredibly unique. Whoever owns it is either an incredibly talented tinkerer who's capable of doing something like this, or loaded. And with a 22, you're not sure that they're loaded. They're just someone who maybe takes a lot of pride in their vehicle. The rest of the speeders are like sort of the beat up, sand-worn ones that you're used to.
What were you gonna say, Abby?
Yeah, B, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna go for. I'm trying to see the parts of the Odyssey, but I was hoping to go just or find some place that might have parts because I think B would be like, we need windows.
Hallie suggested, everyone says no, but B.
Well, at the gas station, Hali, we're not getting new windows at the gas station.
The outpost isn't attached to the refill station?
We're
That
at
makes
the
no
pump.
sense. It's the same.
No, I agree. We do need windows. So, and
Yeah,
maybe
go away.
Glimmer agrees with you two on the way out, but I'm gone.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Are you going to the
so-
same spot though, Glimmer, or somewhere else?
I don't know where I'm going. Jenny's
Oh.
gonna
So-
tell me.
Glimmer, you know that all of you, in order to like get anywhere in the trading post to really access it, you have to enter through sort of the primary container that then splits off to different access points.
And I feel like we probably enter that together, Glimmer knowing that she's the one who's been here before.
Okay, so you all enter this container?
Sure. Okay, before we leave, can
Do
I
we
have
have
checked
different
if Glimmer
objectives?
took the keys?
I do have the keys.
Okay. Do
Yeah.
not leave the keys in the speeder.
No,
I
no,
have
no.
the keys
I've
in the
pocketed
car.
the keys.
So you all walk in, and what you're going to notice is that this trading post has it all. I will give you a list of the kind of stores that you think might be available. There is definitely a store that sells provisions, so you're gonna see food and water available there. There is a weapons store. And a sort of survival or medical store. There's sort of like these larger storefronts. There's also smaller storefronts that are selling like sort of trinkets and oddities that maybe aren't necessary to survival, but that might be interesting. There's in front of you, there is a large Colipatera, hulking, probably 6'3", 6'4". Massive exoskeleton guarding what appears to be I know where you were, get your mind out of the gutter, guarding a shadowy flight of stairs that appears to lead downwards. Hali, go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Hell yeah.
Advantage.
Oh, hell yeah. You read my mind.
I was watching Winston.
He wants attention.
Wait, what did you just ask me for? Perception check.
With advantage.
Oh my god. Should take away my advantage since I don't remember what I'm doing. Why is it not letting me roll perception?
Are you clicking the actual perception?
Hali doesn't
like,
perceive.
not the number.
Yeah,
apparently.
Cool.
There we go. 19.
Hali, this location is staffed entirely by Calyptera.
Syndicate?
Everyone here, it doesn't appear that they're syndicate affiliated. It's just that for the first time in your adult life, you are seeing a hive of adult Cleoptera, which you haven't seen since you were, a larvae, really.
I want to go up to this person and give them kind of like a nod and then kind of like look behind them at the stairs and be like, what's down there? What you hiding?
Who wants to know?
Hallie's gonna like look over her shoulder. I don't
I'm
know,
gonna say-
me?
I'm gonna also say, also me!
Also, okay, also, mostly me, also Tunisian.
You're a syndicate.
How do you know that? You smell it? Am I wearing something?
His antenna kind of twitch. It's our job to know.
Well, let's just say, an unwilling participant in the syndicate.
Well, what's down here? If you knew, you wouldn't have to ask. And if you don't know, you don't need to know.
Where's your sense of family?
Hallie turns and like scoots over so Tess can be.
I don't know what you've what rock you've been living under, but bugs aren't pack animals.
Why not?
He looks at you, Hali, and makes eye contact with you, and like sort of like his mandibles twitches, like as if like, what the fuck is her deal?
Hali like cracks her exoskeleton and just kind of like the slightest of shrugs and like a minor eye roll, and then like chuckles.
Tess will be like, you're of the same blood. You face the same struggles.
No.
What struggles? I mean, come on. Hali like flexes her lower two arms a little bit.
Yeah, he kind of flexes a little bit too, and is like, you're making a lot of assumptions for somebody who doesn't know me.
Not me.
Are you saying you don't see a little bit of yourself within us?
Not within you.
Tess.
Hali also flex a little bit as they are flexing at each other.
Hali's gonna like lean into this fellow bug and just kind of whisper, listen, we're not super tight, me and that one. I really just I'm guessing you got like some hives shit going on over here. I'm just like the slightest bit curious. So maybe you could like, I don't know, go grab a drink or empty your bowels and we'll just pretend nothing happened.
He looks at you for a long moment and sort of leans forward towards you, and in Calepatera, which you really haven't spoken with other people since you were a larva, he says, the only person every hive member is loyal to is down there. That's where the queen is. So yeah. I'm not going to be leaving.
What if I just stay on the outskirts, don't bug your queen, don't arouse any suspicion, just take a little gander, just a quick little, look around, see what's up, just kind of clock everybody.
Yeah. He spreads his wings and sort of like buzzes them at you and then lowers them. And
Whoa.
Why don't you go check out the rest of the...
I was gonna say, is this an entrance to a specific place or an entrance to the whole trading post? Because I'm like, let's bounce.
It's a specific place. Like, Hallie's just being nosy.
Hali just, she's never seen this shit before. So Hallie's gonna like lean back and she's gonna just think for a second. And then she's gonna kind of like lean in once again, but she's gonna come at it in a very uncomfortable, flirting way.
Oh,
she's gonna kind of like expose her wings and like flutter them in a less aggressive way than he just did, but more of like a exposing the shining glittering wings, and maybe just kind of do like a shoulder shake to get them to hit some of the light coming in through the entrance a little bit. And then she's gonna like pull down her hood to just kind of expose her full, unadulterated Calepatera beauty. And she's gonna be like, maybe I'll come back later.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Yeah. Please. 12?
Can I help by being
with
in
a plus
contrast
0?
Digging my fleas.
You're gonna be my
I'm gonna be nasty and
my wing woman. That makes me look good.
Yeah.
Like, would that give disadvantage?
That's what I'm wondering. Is it might be
oh god, don't hit me with your fleas.
Like,
can I help enough that he might just tell us to fuck off and not hurt us?
Adrastos does not want to be here.
I have proficiency in intimidation.
How do you help with this flirting?
I think that specifically, I'm like, I don't think I can help with the flirting, but I can.
So you like approach?
They help by trying to stop.
Go ahead and give me advantage on that persuasion check.
Wait, do you just drag me away? Is that what it is? It is just a moment between them two.
For me, persuasion, or for Hali, persuasion?
We're gonna have Hali do another one. Give it advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's not better.
Adrastos, you approach. This guy looks at you, Hali, for a long moment and goes, "Get the fuck out of here." Adrastos, as you approach, you hear this guy say that, and you see like a little bit of like, again, the aggressive wing buzz.
Yeah.
Hallie's... Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, because I'm approaching and I hear that, can I like look around, see whichever store is sort of nearest us?
Yeah, absolutely. Give me a perception check.
Sure.
In the meantime, Hallie's gonna whip out her axes and say, "Come on, man!" and just like throw them in the air.
5.
Before walking away.
I see nothing.
He
Too tired.
He just sort of like
Would've been a
cocks
dirty
back a
move, yeah.
fist.
Yeah.
Adrastos, as he does this, you look back, you see Glimmer. Glimmer, what are you doing?
Glimmer is heading to her friend.
Great news, you can't do that while these people are in your way, fucking with the door guard.
So that's where I'm going.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Glimmer, knowing that, then Glimmer would have intervened a lot earlier.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe
I know I failed the perception, but I still can't do anything then.
Glimmer
There is
knows
a,
the location. So, oh no, you go.
There's a provision store. On a higher roll, you would have found like a storefront that maybe Hali would be more interested in. But there is like a storefront that appears to be selling like food and water.
Yeah, fair. Again, it was just to have something to say, but if not, I would still be approaching and call out, or either step at least in front of Tess. I feel like Hali got herself kind of into this, but kind of be like, hey, let's bounce.
I think Glimmer is going to walk up and look at everyone and be like, the provision store is over there, the glass store, I think, is down the road. I'll meet you in the provision store, but I need to go.
We're not. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
And then she waits until they leave. And
Hallie's
she's just
like,
kind of looking at the guard.
Everyone's wrecking my shit right now, except me.
Well,
the dice wrecked your shit.
I'm preoccupied by, fixing what y'all broke. So.
Yeah, speaking of B, go ahead and give me a tech check.
Tech well.
I broke nothing. Excuse you.
Listen, everything
broke
is
one
my
window.
fault, and I understand.
A tech check will be a 17.
Okay, with a 17, you're pretty sure you can replace these window panes. But beyond that, you think there's some other shit you could do here. First of all, you're absolutely positive that you can hammer out the dents in the body, get this thing back up to like full working order, but you also think you might be able to trick this shit out a little bit. You think that given enough time, maybe between 2 and 5 days, you could make this car anywhere between 20 to 50% more resistant to taking damage. Mm-hmm. You think that you could give it just more capacity to take hits in general.
Yeah.
Just, it's dependent on what materials you can afford and how much time you have to do it.
Okay.
As Fleur walks by you, Fleur, fucking, what is wrong with me today? As Glimmer walks by you, she says, make a list and I'll figure out if we can afford it.
Okay. And I'm gonna make a list and then add all these stuff. I also I'm assuming we're gonna have like dinner together later on.
Yeah, I'm gonna meet you all at the provision store for dinner.
Yeah. Okay, wonderful.
Like, we'll go to a restaurant. I basically tell you all, like, I'll show you around, but I need to go talk to my person first so we can talk about next steps at dinner.
Well,
wait, there is your person by yourself.
I'll wait some
Glimmer,
for dinner,
do you
but
have money?
on my little list, I am gonna put some spray paint if you could find it, or any kind of paint.
Cute.
I want to make.
What did you say to Glimmer?
Oh, you have money?
Oh, I handed You the list.
I mean, I don't say that to Tess. I say that to B. And I might say it over an encrypted message because I don't trust you.
All right, so you send that over your comm link, maybe?
I think so, yeah.
All right, so you get a little comm message that says make a list from Glimmer.
Make a list. Bet.
Glimmer, you wait until everyone else leaves?
Yeah. Do I know the door guard?
No, this is a new guy.
Glimmer says, I got a friend downstairs. He knows me. Do I need to drop the name? Or are we being smart about that?
That was your group that was just here?
Define my group.
You showed up together on that speeder with the feet?
That was about escaping a bad situation.
But you brought them here.
I do trust them. They're not going to wreak havoc. They might try to come down here, but they're not harmful.
Tell you what, lady. Your friends didn't make such a good first impression.
Don't I know it?
Name?
Glimmer.
He pulls up his comm, looks at it, goes, 9 says she doesn't know a Glimmer.
9 knows. And do I have 9's number?
You do not. What is that, a nickname?
Tell 9 that she knows the real name. She knows both.
She wants the first name.
Glimmer goes, Vanya.
She knows of Vanya. She's alarmed to hear that Vanya's friends are disruptive.
Vanya's friends aren't going to stay disruptive. They're going to go find some glass and fix a car.
He looks at his communicator for a minute and looks up and says, 9 wants to meet Vanya's disruptive friends.
Tell 9 that Vanya will get her friends.
Make sure the dog doesn't yap so much this time.
I'll be explicit about it. And I feel like it's probably been approximately 60 seconds, so everyone's still walking, right?
Adrastos, you have managed to just barely corral everyone towards the provisions.
Yeah.
As B sort of wanders off towards just the sound of metal clanking together because they cannot see what's going on. They're just kind of little tiny feet meandering away from you.
Yeah.
Glimmer turns around and goes, hey!
What's up?
Come back.
I'll look back.
I need you all to come back. I need you all to come back.
I stare at Glimmer like,
can you just come back?
After the work I've done.
Just come back.
And start walking back.
Over.
I send an encrypted message to Adrastos. I'm so sorry. I wouldn't have it this way either.
Hali strides back with an unparalleled amount of confidence.
I go, I actually hang back. I will start walking back, but it's not in no rush, but I'm just very tired and therefore walking slowly.
Tell 9 that the friends are here.
You know this dude?
Not this dude. What's your name, by the way?
Hercules.
Hi, Hercules.
Oh, I know the tale of Hercules. Your name's after a hero from a land called Greece. Stacy.
Huh?
Just let it go. Just let it go. Just let it go. Can we go?
What a fun name.
A land made of grease? That sounds slippery and awful.
Agreed.
Actually, it was fascinating. They wrote down so much, but not a whole lot survives now. But you were a hero. Or your namesake was. I'm sure you are too.
Probably not.
He looks at you, Hali, and he goes, I need to know, what's your fucking problem? You're mad that I wouldn't let you downstairs just
That's absolutely
high?
Yeah, that's 100% it.
Listen, I thought we were family. And she kind of like winks at Tess. Why you gotta do me like that in front of my friends?
Because our people don't have, I don't have to explain our cultural customs. Why do you?
We're gonna let it go. We're just gonna let it go. Can
Hali
we go down
just
to
like
9?
laughs like aggressively in his face and starts heading down the stairs.
Tess will wag her tail and also be like, me and H-Dog will be downstairs.
And Hallie's just like, not H-Dog.
So,
Glimmer is leading the way.
as Hali and Tess go to pass. Actually, what are you gonna say to Rastos before I do this?
Oh, I was sort of in like the minimal knowledge that I do know in general. I'm like, these are good guys to have on your side. It's not much, and I'll tell him like not much, but I'll hand him a credit as like, sorry for your trouble.
Yeah, he takes the credit, he pockets it, he gives you a little like salute, and
I'll
then
just nod back at him and keep walking in my
B
half
follows
speed.
you, and Hali and Tess go to like push past him. He sticks out both arms and like 2 arms out of his 4. Your chest slam into them. He looks at you, Tess, and he goes, "You can go. If we are family, you know to respect a queen.
I'm not gonna fuck with your queen, dude.
This isn't for me, this is for you."
Okay. And then Hali pushes past.
So as we kind of head down the stairs, Glimmer is like, I know this person. Their name is 9. Please, please. They want to meet you all. Just let me handle the talking.
9,
okay?
like the number?
Yes, like the number. Okay.
Are they the queen?
I don't. Hali, you'll
The
find
German
out.
no.
The German no.
You continue to descend down this very long staircase, and the further down you get, the more this sort of like crawling smoke starts to settle around your ankles, drift up into the air, and it smells like something sweet and cool and delicious that you don't have a word for. If you had the context for the world before, maybe B, do you want to roll a lore check for me?
Yes, I do. I've been waiting for this. This is like my favorite part of my fuck.
Yeah, what'd you roll there?
6 plus 8 for 14.
A 14
Plus 8?
Yeah.
You think you've heard of this before. It's sweet, it's almost juicy in flavor. This has to be fruit. This smoke smells like what you imagine fruit to be.
Place I've read about this. There are these things that used to grow on these things called trees. Do we have trees in this world? No, right?
No, you don't have trees.
Do we have cactuses?
Can I roll a lore check on trees? I have a -1. I just want to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Roll a lore check on trees.
10.
The ancient tales.
What? Are trees like rocks, but different?
No, they're I don't know why I'm responding like you're
It's in my brain.
Yeah, you can feel the thoughts.
There used to be these things called trees, and they were living, and they had up in the ground, and they fed on water. Like a species, exactly. Yes, except for they couldn't talk, to my knowledge. At least I don't have any records of them talking, but they used to grow, and they had food that grew from them called fruits, and they were sweet, and people would make juice out of them.
For free? They just grew them for free?
For free, yeah.
Wow.
No one ever paid for fruits because they just came, or at least I don't think they did. They paid for some things, I'm sure, for the fancy ones, maybe. But why would you ever pay for something that's free from the ground?
Well,
super good
water?
question.
So you descend, and the air grows like straight up foggy with this stuff, and you step into a chamber with a ceiling probably 20 or 30 feet high. You can see at the far end of the chamber a giant pool of water. It has to be 30 to 50 feet deep, 100 feet wide in either direction. And seated in front of it on a massive cushion is a giant, ancient Calyptera. Glimmer, this is 9. Yeah. 9 has next to her this, really a hookah that she holds to her mouth, inhales and exhales in a giant plume of this sweet smoke. She has sort of like cicada husk exoskeleton from which a younger, fresher exoskeleton is emerging. She has hanging from her antennae just loops and loops and loops of this twisted iron jewelry. She is shades of like green and blue and iridescent purple in the dim light of this cavern. She exhales. Vanya.
9.
It's so good to see an old friend.
Right back at you.
New friends.
Glimmer goes ahead, disregarding the fact that this 9 just called her Vanya. She's gonna let it go for now. She goes, this is
I will just stare at Glimmer, as in like I get not right now, but just in like
I'll go, this is Adrastos,
that was not your name.
Tess, B, and Hali.
You don't have to introduce them.
I know, but it's polite.
I know, Nadia. I know T355. I know that one from the hive. Your small friend, I don't know.
That's B.
B. Do you approach her to shake her hand?
No, hold up, Mike. This angle works so well.
The angle's so good.
Just the handshake.
And you like made yourself smaller.
I'm compacting.
Hello. She reaches down a giant hand and takes your tiny one in hers and shakes it very gently and goes, "Oh, fascinating. Not many of your people come to visit me."
We like to stay in our burrows, usually.
Well, I can admire a taste for adventure.
May I just say, you smell lovely.
Thank you. Long ago, I found deep beneath the ground a repository of sorts of all kinds of things that survived. And this was my favorite thing. Tins and tins and tins of this stuff. It tastes like nothing we have here.
Glimmer says, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm here on business as usual.
Haliplide, come in.
Oh, absolutely, ma'am. Hali shuffles forward.
She like slides over, pats the cushion next to her and goes, sit down.
You bet. Plops down immediately.
I lean over to Tess and just kind of like my mind reeling of like, have you ever met her before? Like whispering, right? Have you ever met her before? How does she know who we are?
I don't know. She doesn't know my name.
Yes, you did. Continue.
Tess in a state of delusion.
Tess is not here right now. Please come back later.
And I'm in a state of panic. Continue.
Hali, she tilts the sort of mouthpiece of this hookah towards you and goes, "Are you the upstart who upset my bouncer earlier?"
Herc. Yeah.
I call him that too. You know what the secret is? I think he likes it.
He didn't seem to like it when he hit us in the gut.
You didn't call him Herc. You didn't even ask his name.
No, because I was trying to let my womanly wiles show the way.
Oh my god.
That's what I would have done.
You're pretty cool.
Well,
We should hang out sometime, maybe, if you have a moment and need a pal.
why have you been missing your hive?
Well, what was left of my hive I haven't seen in a while.
That's the unfortunate thing about our kind. We grow up, we move on, we don't stick together like the Kinesians. Isn't that right, T355?
My name's Tess.
Oh.
But I don't understand why it matters. You're still of the same kind. You should stick together no matter what, right?
Yes. Well, that big words coming from. How is T081?
He's I don't know. Anyways, his name's Toby. That's not his name.
Ah. Well, that's exciting. Names are, after all, mostly things we give ourselves. Right, Vanya?
Only when you have to.
Yeah, so you're here on business. Is this about Mr. Valentine? Have you found some information you want me to decipher?
Your last lead was helpful, but she didn't have all the information I was looking for. And there's one other thing that I think might be a fun mystery for you to try and figure out with me.
Oh, there's no such thing as real mysteries. Not when you're me.
And that's why I always come back to you, Nine.
B, do you know Mr. the Mechanic?
Mr. the Mechanic is my dearest friend.
Ah, we had quite the fling about 60 years ago.
Oh.
You really are using your womanly wiles. Damn, Nine.
You think I was lying about that? She sort of like elbows you.
Hali just chuckles and it's like...
I believe it. You are lovely.
He was too smart for me.
Oh.
I like a man who's stupid enough to boss around.
Oh, then Mr. the Mechanic wouldn't have been right for you.
No. But it was steam and will it last? Glimmer.
Yes. Glimmer says, do you want the mystery about what I'm doing first or the other one?
Let's start with the fun one.
So yesterday, we saved Adrastos from the
syndicate. Yes, I'm familiar. I won 6,000 credits.
I don't roll my eyes, but I do like do a head tilt like in my head going like saved is...
We all worked together. It was a really very rigged fight. And we went back to Adrastos' family home. And this is something I've never seen before. Left on their table was a gallon of water and a card, a jack of hearts, with 3 hole punches in it. It's not Cactus Jacks. It's not the syndicates. And who leaves behind water?
I sort of step forward and I'm like, you care about the water, great. And I'm like, and my parents were taken, not killed, at least. And I like hitched my breath, not on sight.
And we don't know if that was a separate syndicate
Condor.
incident or if it was them as well.
Well, Nadia, you of course would be familiar with Condor Aurelius.
Yes, more than I'd like to be.
I think most people who are familiar with him, it's more than they'd like to be. How much do you know about the syndicate?
To me or to Glimmer?
Any of you.
Can I roll lore?
Too much.
Can we all roll
more than I'd like to know?
You can roll lore, but I'm going to say that the amount that you are capable of knowing is limited by your backstory.
Okay. I'll just say not enough. I rolled a 16, but
12.
I rolled a crit fail, so I guess I know nothing.
I'll do it, but still. 7. I was just going to say they were on the up and up when I like hesitantly say joined, was taken.
Yes.
They're bigger
I rolled
now,
a 16, so
and that's
probably the best. So who knows something, maybe me.
I got a 20.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
I was doing the
B, I would say, you would come in because they would hire you for fights to sort of do medical stuff, which you largely use to like just kind of go through their shit, really. And while going through their shit, you've discovered things like they definitely have allies. Clearly they are rivals with Cactus Jack's gang. But Jack Cactuses, not Cactus Jack.
Yeah.
Cactus Jack, I think Travis Scott. Anyways, Hack and Jack Cactus's gang doesn't really tolerate the syndicate. But you know that sort of they had some allies. You're not really sure who. So what do you know about the syndicate? Large scale, small scale?
Well, they had rivals with the Cactus Jack Cactus. I'm not sure. I don't keep up with that. Totally.
Yes, of course. The Hack and Jack.
Allies.
No, yes. The allies. Now that. She sort of reaches out for the card that you have. Whoever has it. I don't know who has the card.
I took it.
Do you give it to her?
Yeah.
She looks at it. She goes, well, the Jack of Hearts is Condor Aurelius, but the 3 holes, not his casino.
Mm-hmm.
There are other branches. For every person who has power, there's someone trying to overthrow it. This comes from the syndicate's affiliates that are looking to overthrow the Wynn family in the north. I don't suppose any of you are familiar with the Wynns.
No.
Not a turf war I would want to get involved with, but you'll find your answers with the Syndicate of the North. The problem...
What did my parents have to do with that?
Well, presumably, it seems like maybe Condor knew that you wouldn't repay your debt regardless of how that fight went. But if he and his men had to be present at their operation, they needed someone else to carry out your debt. If they took your parents to a second location, whoever from the north did it would know where that is.
Which leads me to my next question. I have a lead.
Well. Go ahead, give me your clues.
Speaking of which, and I assume that 9 led me to Nyx.
Yes.
Nyx seemed to know me. Did you know that?
Nyx.
The one
Oh,
who
my
led me to-
contact. Yes.
She was lovely, by the way.
Don't all you Northern Oasis girls know each other in some way?
I didn't know her. So I'll be interested to find that out. She says she doesn't know the exact person, their name. Dark hair. They're a scout. They're missing a leg. They go by the name Knight and then something.
Yes, the night goddess.
Okay.
Is the first one who comes to mind. Missing her right leg, replaced. Scout. Interesting. I've always thought she was more of an operative. Hard to track down.
Any leads? Has she been working with the syndicate? I'm wondering if the reason she was in the Eastern Oasis is tied to our other problems.
Who?
The Night Goddess.
Well. Vanya. We're friends, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
But you know you're not my only friend, right?
Of course.
And you know that I would never sell you out.
I should hope not. Has someone been looking for me?
No.
Good.
But it sounds like you might be looking for answers about my other friends. People know you because of who you were.
I know, which is why I'm not that person anymore.
But you're still looking for the Night Goddess.
Are you saying that I should stop running from that? I don't, at this point, 9, I don't know what would be more beneficial. You know what happened.
Yeah, I know everything.
I know you do. That's why you're my friend, amongst other things.
I'll tell you what, Anya. Information isn't cheap. But you grease my palm, so to speak. And I'll make sure that when you get to the when you get to the north, I'll have a contact waiting for you.
There's no hiding for me in the north.
Oh, but the syndicate hid for a long time from people just like you. And if you want to get in, if you want the answers that nobody's looking for, you're gonna need someone on the inside.
Agreed.
So you pay me. I tell them to meet you. You pay them when you get there. You get the answers. Nadia gets their hive back. Maybe you find your next lead.
I know who my lead is. It's just a matter of getting to them.
And who do you think?
Well, Glimmer kind of goes, you and I both know the final solution here.
Oh. That's a long way off.
I know.
So in the go-between, you're looking for this Night Goddess?
Yeah, I think so. That's the closest thing I have. I don't even know if she's the one who did it. You do. But I don't think you'll tell me, and that's okay.
Did what, by the way? You guys
just
back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Glimmer goes, I will fill you all in at dinner.
Hali, she leans down and sort of buzzes to you again in Coliptera. She says, you brought a Jack of Hearts. Your friend lost a King of Hearts. And she doesn't seem to know that the answer is the queen. And then sits back up, looks around the room and goes, okay, any other questions?
You have been
How'd you
incredibly
win
helpful.
5,000 credits?
What?
How'd you win 5,000 credits?
Tess is a gambling addict, and I've known her for 12 hours.
7 years ago.
Oh, no.
7 years ago, I heard tale that Condor Aurelius was bringing in some new blood. Did a little research. Found out about a few street fights this kid had been in. Figured that, nothing pays quite as much as betting on the little guy and winning. 5,000 credits, quick and easy. Thanks for that, Adrastos.
Love to say I did it for you, but and I just like shrug. I'm like, what did you want me to do? Not die?
She kind of nods and goes, well, if there's no more questions.
Can I ask a question out of character?
Yeah.
This wouldn't happen to be Hacking Cactus Jack Cactus's wife.
No.
Sight check. We're glad rolling in sight check.
Okay. I just didn't want to, be real far off if I was real far off. So let me 11.
Within 11, you're like, maybe not wife, but they definitely boned.
Nice.
I also wanted to ask. I like nod at her, and I'm like, what I'm feeling in the moment is I have some sort of resentment at people obviously making money off of whether or not I lived or died. But I feel like that's justified. However, I do recognize obviously the power dynamics involved in that. So I'd like to ask her if she's willing to tell me. Do you know any others who made money off me?
Other than Condor?
Well,
sure. Got the other syndicate boss. The one in North. Goes by the name Silver.
I'd like tip my head in thanks.
Quite a few salt bandits. Oh, and the patriarch of the Wynn family. He's a big fan of the human fighting rings. I tend not to bet on them, but you hear an interesting rumor, and in my position, you have to see if it's true. People pay me for that information,
Well, it's the best currency there is, I guess.
You have no idea.
Speaking of information, not that you would ever say anything to Condor or the Syndicate, but if they come knocking, maybe we weren't here.
If they come knocking, Hercules will deal with it.
I knew I liked him for a reason.
Glimmer
money
says,
do you make?
9. It's always been a pleasure. What do you need from me to make this happen in the North?
In the North, $275 credits.
When we get there or no?
Now.
Done.
Scary Glimmer.
She takes the credits, she counts it, and she goes, if you keep in contact with Hercules, you keep in contact with me.
You got it.
Oh, you got his info?
You can ask him yourself.
Okay.
He values bravery.
Okay, I got this. And Hali turns to Glimmer and is like, trust me.
Just give me the phone number once you get it.
Absolutely. because I will get it.
Thank you so much. And do you all kind of head upstairs?
Before we go, would like to
Excuse me, Queen. Well, since you know Mr. the Mechanic, you must know certain things that are hard to get. Do you happen to know where I might be able to get them?
It depends what you're looking for. She looks at you for a long moment and goes, mechanic. You're not looking for contraband. You're looking for ancient tech.
Preferably, yes. But I can use some, current tech to help get the ancient to work.
You're going to go to the weapons stall. You're going to tell them that 9 sent you. And you're going to tell them that you're looking for the really good stuff.
Thank you, Queen. 9, if you prefer Queen. 9.
Queen he's very good at his job. And being without a hive can be hard, so of course, tell the mechanic I said hello.
I'll let him know.
And that I still have his monkey wrench.
They fucking
after everybody leaves and starts to head upstairs, I feel like Glimmer would turn around and say one last thing and just be like, you're not friends with people that do awful things. You know things about people who do awful things, but you're not friends with people who do awful things. 9. Did Night Goddess do it? Am I barking up the wrong tree? I need to know now.
You know how many friends, how many children of people, how many brothers and sisters and mothers and fathers of innocent people your friend Rastos had to kill to survive.
I know. You're saying it's the same thing.
People here do what they have to survive, Anya.
I know.
So, is the person who killed Ash Valentine the person who pulled the trigger, or the person who put the gun to that person's head?
You and I both know the answer to that.
Mm.
Thank you.
Of course.
As they're having that moment, Tess is polishing Hallie's
like
with her tail.
Wow.
Hali like lets it happen, but she's like, man, it kind of tickles.
Up the stairs.
Is anyone else helping Hali get ready to crimp and spruce?
I think Glimmer is following a little bit behind, just waiting to see if it backfires so that she can ask Hercules for his number.
Do what you're doing.
You might be with me then. Again, I am still currently
we're
the
together.
slowest, so I am shuffling.
I'll give Hali my orange, scarf thingy that I carry around.
Does it fit? Do I wear it as a hat?
Probably not.
It's sort of almost just a slightly, how untied bow ties hang to here. It basically hangs to the top.
It's like a bolo.
I was gonna say,
tie a bow on one of the
mine
horns.
is tied?
It's a shiny fabric though, so
tie it on one of the horns. It will be more accentuating.
Hallie's
I'll
overwhelmed.
tie a bow on one of the horns.
I don't know what's best. Guys, I have to make a good impression. We gotta get this number.
You're about 15 feet away from the top of the stairs.
Okay. Once let's say Adrastos is tied, my gift from B. into like a nice little kerchief kind of moment. And then Hali turns to Tess one more time and is like, good?
I do a quick polish in their face, and then I just gesture them to go.
Hali like stands up really tall and marches up the steps, maybe a little fast. She's on a mission. And then we'll stop right behind Herc and do a hey Herc.
He turns around and he goes, "Did Nine tell you to call me that?"
I actually funny story. I kind of mentioned it as if like we were besties and like said that your name was Herc, and she kind of laughed and said that she also called you that.
Okay. So what's up?
So we might need to communicate with Nine on our journey. Very important, very top secret, super important, like life-changing, world-changing stuff.
And you want my comm link in order to have me be the go-between?
Yeah, I thought I could maybe grab that.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Yes.
With advantage, because we
You can do it with advantage because your friends tried so hard to make you look cute.
Yay! Oh no! For those listening, a 4 or a 5 were my rolls.
Okay.
He looks at you for a long moment and he goes, "You don't really do this very often, do you?"
And she kind of like deflates and then like goes back to her like normal posture, which is more like, like relaxed and trying to be cool, but in like a casual way. She's like, "No, come on. Like my friends are watching and I know I fucked it up earlier. And listen, once again, trying to be cool in front of my friends. Just met these guys, trying to be like, hey, look at me."
Right. No. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess my question is, do you just want my comm link to be able to talk to Nine?
I mean, we could maybe talk sometime. If you're interested.
Okay. What name do I put down?
Hali.
Hali.
Or Haliplide.
Halip. It's a nice name.
Thanks. I've got the H's. It's kind of cool.
Or H-Dog!
Tess! Not H-Dog. Please don't put H-Dog.
How will he know you're close?
Hali.
Yeah.
You are very bad at this.
Yeah. Listen, been alone for a long time. Like alone, like just one person. So, really putting myself out here. Just give me like the slightest break if you could.
Right. He puts your name in as Hali, and go ahead and roll a perception check.
Okay. Oh, not with an advantage, right? Hold on, let me turn that off. 18.
Okay, with an 18, you kind of like sneak a glance as he's typing in your comlink information, and you say that he puts your name down as Hali, and then in parentheses, cute angry girl.
Oh.
Stands up a little straighter.
Okay, just give me 1 second. And he like presses it and he goes, Hali. And your your communicator kind of goes off and buzzes.
She plays it out loud. So, Hali. She's like, "I'll save you as Herc." And then she winks and walks past him.
The rest of you walk past and he's kind of doing the a little temple rub, but also like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
Respect the hustle.
Can
Hali-
I?
Go
For it.
I was just gonna say she goes and stands by the car.
Perfect. I was gonna.
No,
try
we're
and
going for
use,
dinner.
Yeah, a little bit of the commotion of watching Hali do all of this and all of that, to try and sleight of hand 5 credits into Glimmer's pack because I don't like being any more in debt to people than I already am.
Go ahead and
Can I
sleight of
roll
hand.
perception against it?
Yeah, contested or something.
Yes, but are you watching Hali?
I'm like I'm like kind of listening, I'm a little worried about Adrastos, to be honest. Like I want to get
Okay.
some food in them.
Still a 17, even with disadvantage.
Let's get a perception check.
It's shit. It's shit. My passive perception is 19. But that was a 16. I got a plus fucking 9 to perception and I still bombed it.
So Adrastos, you managed to slide 5 credits in there. She's sort of like you watch her brow furrow and like just a look of utter confusion as Hali completely fucking shits the bed and somehow manages to like get this man to just find her attractive somehow. Adrastos, you sort of hand that in, and as the group walks past, Hercules kind of like reaches out and stops you very gently.
Okay.
And waits until
I jerk, like not enough to be threatening, but I will like be startled and jerk my shoulder back or wherever he sort of touched.
He watches the rest of the group get a few feet away, and then he turns and like just whispers very quietly to you. Sorry, 9 had something she wanted me to give you.
I like furrow my brow and go, sure, what is it?
He presses a credit chip into your hand. Go ahead and add 1,000 credits to your inventory. She said it was your share of something.
I'd sort of just stare at it and like stare sort of back at him in incredulity. And I go, what's the interest?
It's not a loan, it's your share of something. You know, like when you help someone with something and then you get a cut of the profits and it's like what you're owed.
And I like just start like laughing to myself and it's like, well, that's certainly a novel business model, and like tuck it away and just stare at him, just like, this is a me thing. But
I mean, so the thing is that if like you do work for someone and they don't pay you, that's just straight slavery.
She's like, their eyes kind of like short circuit in a way. I'm like, okay, thanks. We'll be into, and I'm like looking back at them and it's like, I can't do this right now.
I mean, you already seem like maybe your brain is melting through your head, so I'm not sure I should tell you this, but she also said that you're welcome to a set of rooms downstairs for the night. For free. No interest rate.
That like you can probably see me just like take a breath again. It just very befuddled, but like go like, I'll let the others know. And sort of offer like brace myself and offer out for a handshake.
He looks at your hand, looks at you. I'm gonna do a quick perception check or insight, I guess. It's the same. It's the same for him.
Listen, I haven't had financial education, y'all.
He looks at you, sort of like awkwardly holding out your hand, holds up his hands.
Which one?
Kind of puts them crosses them over his chest and gives you a like friendly nod. And he goes, for sure.
Cool. I give him the same friendly nod back and like start walking back and you can get like call out wait up and like start again. My movement is halved. I'm shuffling as fast as I can.
So do you tell us that about the rooms?
Yes, I tell you about the rooms, not about the money, but about the rooms.
Glimmer goes, well, let's have dinner and then get some well-needed sleep. I've got a few things to update you all on.
And maybe an energy drink for Adrastos because you're looking a little slow, my friend.
Yeah, I just go, like, I pat the side of my pack with the water and I'm like, I'll be fine if had worse. Just let's find somewhere to sit, please.
I feel like I probably have a favorite restaurant here, right?
So there's like 3 or 4 places to eat here, plus the like provision storefront, which has like fine food to go. It's also got like travel food, so more like kind of things that we'll keep. However, there is a like actual restaurant here and you get the regular discount because for about 2 weeks after you left North Oasis after Ash died, you post up in the bar and basically just sat there all day crying and drinking and spending the credits that you had on your person.
Yeah.
And you wound up spending so many credits that there is a corner booth named after you.
And that's on Catharsis, baby.
Ayo!
This place is called sorry, I have to scroll through this for a second.
At least one good thing came from that heartbreak, though.
A corner booth.
It's called
This is the milkshake of this campaign.
Exactly.
Oh.
This is called the
We're consistent.
Nuclear Nate's Radioactive Roundup.
This sounds like a restaurant in Disney World. I'm literally 50 sci-fi dine-in theater is an actual restaurant.
Glimmer kind of walks right in and like to the bartender.
The bartender's like, just again another Calipatero. They like give you a nod and like are like, Glimmer, welcome back, sweetheart. You lose another fiance? What's going on here?
What's their name?
Beyonce?
This person's name is Pete.
Not this time, Pete. And aren't we glad for that?
Congratulations. That means you're still on the market. I got a little chance to die for you.
Glimmer, like as she kind of like sits in the booth, goes, always, Pete.
Of course. You want your regular?
Of course.
What about for your friends? Hi, I'm Pete. I'm the bartender / co-owner. It's sort of a co-op situation. Everyone who works here owns it here because we have to live underneath the restaurant. What can I get you to get started? We have various types of liquor, one type of water that's going to cost you a lot more than the liquor. I just recommend, drinking your calories. We've got today's special is a nice roast dung beetle. It's got sort of like chili flavoring around it. Of course, we always have our sort of deep fried. What's the word in human? Hang on, Hali. He's trying to say deep fried. Basically snake would be like the closest human word that you have for it. It's a specific type of like giant snake that's found further in the desert that has like a very specific name because it's sort of a natural predator to your species. Mm-hmm. But humans just sort of call them snakes.
You mean snake?
Oh yeah, we have the nice deep fried snake bites. Comes with a dipping sauce.
Ooh, a dipping sauce.
Do you have any earthworms?
Oh yeah, no, we have an earthworm. It's really great. It's breaded, rolled around in sort of like a vodka-based batter, and then we fry it.
What's your cheapest food and liquor?
I like point at Tess like saying
liquor. I hardly know her. Glimmer's friends,
Stop.
they drink for half price.
Then we will take 2 bottles each.
That's a lot. We're not doing that.
I will take 2 bottles each.
Can you pay for that, Hali?
Hell yeah, I can. I got half of whatever Tess won.
Okay. Anything under 50 credits.
So we have 2 bottles of our cheapest liquor.
The snake bites.
Oh, you want the snake bites?
Extra dipping sauce.
Extra dipping sauce. We have 2 options there. We have a honey mustard or a snake venom ranch.
Oh, it's gotta be the snake venom ranch, no doubt, no doubt.
Absolutely, 100%.
No doubt.
we got 2 bottles of the swill, snake bites, extra venom. What about the rest of yous?
Anything under 50 credits, if you have anything like that.
Sweetheart, nothing here is going to cost you more than, honestly, 12 credits total.
I'll have the roasted beetle and this cheapest bottle of liquor, not 2. Not
All
to.
right, so we got 3 bottles of swill. We got the roasted dung beetle. We've got the deep fried snake bites, extra venom dipping sauce. What about you, Starnose?
May I please have an order of the earthworms?
Earthworms.
Yes, and if you happen to have any like whiskey or anything along those lines.
Yeah. So what do you want? A bottle, a mug? You're kind of small. Should I get you like a thimble?
I'll take a 2-ounce pour. That'll be it for the night for me.
Okay, 2-ounce pour of the whiskey.
Yeah, that's like a bottle for everybody else.
Perfect. What about you, little guy?
I'm just like, I'll have your cheapest beer and whatever has the most carbs.
Excellent. I'm gonna get you. He sort of looks at you for a second. He goes, "We're gonna double size your snake bites on the house, and we're gonna get you. We've got sort of a heavy, hoppy, high carb beer."
That works. Can I get an extra glass if that's possible?
Oh yeah, absolutely. An extra glass. That's on the house too. Imagine if we charged for glasses. Glimmer, sweetheart, what can I get you?
You'd be surprised.
The regular, and I feel like Glimmer probably gets the snake bites. She wasn't like when she started this whole thing, she wasn't diving into a dung beetle. Like
yeah.
She was like picking at deep fried bites of something. Right?
Yeah, so he disappears, leaves the rest of you at the table.
This place is kind of cool. But the fiance
right?
thing.
Yeah, I've got, we met 12 hours ago. Are we surprised that I didn't tell you my whole life story?
Your name's Glimmer. What else is there to
Vanya, apparently.
Your name is whatever you want it to be.
Thank you. And right now that's Glimmer.
You got it, Sparkles.
I had a fiance. I'm from the north. I'm from the northern oasis, and I had a fiance. His name was Ash Valentine. He was wonderful, a sweet, kind man, and those are hard to come by in this world. And the day that we were going to leave the northern oasis to strike out on our own together, someone killed him in cold blood as he was heading out the door. And so I have been on a mission to find that person and give them exactly what they deserve.
Like killed in his home?
Yes, they killed him in his home.
Not to be too gruesome and have you think too hard about this, but how? Knife? Slug pistol?
Why did he owe anything?
Hali under the table.
Never mind.
That's a really good question, Jenny. How did Ash Valentine get killed?
He was shot by a blaster.
Yeah.
I say that. He was shot with a blaster.
Long distance. So someone took aim through a window.
Yeah. It was a sniper.
Do you happen to know anybody that it might be?
I have a lead. That's why I was at the syndicate. 9 told me about the person that I was speaking to, which Adrastos and B you didn't see, but Hali and Tess. They apparently knew me. I don't remember them, but they had a lead on who killed Ash.
And you trust their word?
Nyx? 9 told me that they would have a lead. I don't know if this person... Northern girls stick together. So.
Why would anybody kill Ash? Do they owe anything?
He did not owe anyone anything.
Were they worth anything?
Is he
stop y'all
important?
from leaving?
He was important to me.
That could be reason enough sometimes.
It was.
So I'm guessing that's what you're here for. And then I'm guessing that's also why you were at the underground casino.
Yes.
Okay.
And it seems like our paths are converging.
I just am trying to escape Condor.
Well, the best thing we can do is we need to handle the syndicate.
I look at Hali.
They both like, I imagine Hali nods at Adrastos like, let's fucking go.
As you guys are talking, Pete emerges. He does have 4 arms, so he's carrying 4 different trays and just kind of like slides them all in front of you. Glimmer in front of you in a very nice martini glass is just the most beautiful martini you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Dry, just how you like it. Perfect. Everyone else, there's various bottles in front of you. You have a little 2-ounce pour. Adrastos, you have just like a large frothy beer, and also next to it is a bottle of water. And Pete looks at you and goes, "Hey, any friend of Glim is a friend of mine. You look like you were on the ass end of an ass beating. Water's on the house."
I like give a nod, knowing full well I am going to paste something back at the end. But I like measure it out that like in small amounts and like raise a glass to him. And again, already planning that I will be leaving something behind.
Your food. He slides just like these 4 steaming plates. 5. No, 5. I can't count my players. There are 5 of you.
Yes.
Down the table,
Okay.
there's just like, honestly, everything is so deep fried it looks almost identical, but you're able to like parse out whose is whose. It is fatty, delicious. Just like, when you eat something and like you can feel like the impending heart attack when you eat it, and you're like,
You like
Yeah.
almost feel the grease on your face.
Yeah, you're like, wow, my doctor would hate this. Fuck that guy,
Yeah, I will be, if we're starting to eat and all that, I think I will be going noticeably slower than the others through like sheer practice of probably the first time that I was, very like never having enough food. You can know that you cannot eat very much when you have not eaten very much recently.
Yeah.
Because you will get fucked up. And therefore it's like being very deliberate with not overdoing it.
Hallie's probably using all 4 arms for this.
No.
Yeah.
Liquor, one hand dipping and feeding herself, the other one dipping and feeding anyone else at the table that she can reach.
Oh.
Probably
like,
Tess.
There's like chunks of like snake being shoved in both your and Tess's face.
And everything is just coated in a layer of this venom ranch.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's sort of it's spicy. It's like if you've ever had like a habanero ranch. Yeah.
Love it. So she's eating and going and then throw back some liquor.
Glimmer's kind of just like watching, like in her head thinking like, have they never had food?
She devours her entire plate within 3 seconds because fun fact, Star-Nose moles are the fastest eating mammals in the world.
Party facts!
Mole fact, mole fact, mole fact.
Mole facts, mole facts.
I was gonna say, I feel like as like Glimmer's kind of watching everyone just like inhale their food, she kind of just finishes what she was saying and is like, I think that my person's in the north. Our answers about Adrastos are in the north, and our answers about the syndicate are in the north.
Are you trying to convince us to go north? Because I'm already down.
I'm just making sure we're all on the same page.
Listen, I'm just anywhere where we can all make money.
Hallie nods in agreement.
I sort of The other thing I've probably been doing, like, in like, sure, we're growing trust, but we are not completely friends or anything yet. So in a very, again, tense kind of way, I don't think I've been leaving. Like, I've always been sort of either touching my pack, the glass with water, the bottle of water, whatever, of like being slightly protective in that way. But I will not relax, but like lean back a bit and address Glimmer and sort of be like, Nine made it seem as though the North is dangerous for you, and apparently if they know me, that might be the same. What do you intend to do about that?
The North will not be as friendly to me as this place has been. But if there is anything that I trust in this world, it is Nine. And if Nine says that she knows someone that can get us in there undetected, then I trust her. It's our best option. And then we just do the best we can once we're in the Northern Oasis.
And with that assurance, the sun finally dips beyond the horizon. And that is where we will leave off, with all of you sort of eating intensely fried food at Nuclear Nate's radiation den. Is that what I said?
Radioactive?
Like
radioactive roundup. There we go.
Was way more fun than just den.
Yeah, like way more fun.
That is where we will leave off. We will be back next week for a little adventure up north. Thank you all for joining us. Bye, everybody.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of Tabletop Tavern. We are live on Twitch on Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and our YouTube video and podcast go up at the exact same time. Thank you so much for watching our third campaign, Tabletop Tavern Wastelands. We cannot wait to tell you all the rest of this story, and stay hydrated.